My name is Sandeep. I'm the Managing Director of ITP Software. And ITP Software is basically into billing and CRM solutions. And in other words, we can actually say it's a subscriber management system. And ITP is the market leader in terms of subscriber management system, and the domain we cater to is cable TV operators who provide cable TV channels to the end user. So basically, with the advent of digital technology and the Indian government saying that only the digital content should be available and the set-top box being made mandatory, this domain actually came into existence somewhere in 2010, and it got a lot of priority. So the way ITP was started was me and my partner Nitin Reddy started this company back in 2011, and Nitin was actually into ESPN channel distribution, and at that time we actually figured out that it was a very unorganized sector, especially the cable TV operators. They actually didn't know where the money was coming from, how it was being spent, or even the collection boys who had the money and all these things. That is how we actually started off a cloud-based collection mechanism. Cloud-based mechanism was actually, we were the first ones to introduce a cloud-based subscriber management system in India. And initially it was not really that acceptable to people because of the security issues. People thought that there were security issues because the data was not in their premises, and we had to go about convincing a lot of people to use our software. So with the advent of Amazon and other big players into the cloud computing markets, it was very easy to convince the other local cable operators to use our software. So basically this was a very unorganized sector. There were another unorganized sectors like your newspaper guy, your milk guy, and all these people. But since we already had the expertise in the cable TV domain, we started off with that particular domain. And fortunately, or for ITP, in 2010, TRAI made it mandatory for digital content. And due to this, the subscriber management is something that we looked into, and we started developing our software in 2011. By 2012, we had a lot of clients using our software, and we were able to kind of kill our competition. I wouldn't say kill, but get a lot of new clients which our competitors were not able to get. The main reason was that we focused on the credibility of the product, the affordability of the product, and the customer needs. As a software, if you actually are rigid, then you are not going to do well in the market. So the customer does not need rigidity, or the customer does not need us to tell how he needs to run his business. So for that reason, we were very flexible with our software, and hence we started penetrating the market. Currently, we have 200 plus operators using our system, and more than 20 million subscribers running on our system. We are located, our presence is felt pan-India, and we have customers from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and from all the way from east to west, everywhere. So we have clients in Jammu and Kashmir, we have clients in Mumbai, we have clients in remote places and remote villages as well. And the model that we actually follow is software as a service in some instances, and some instances we follow on-premise model as well. So we are kind of like a hybrid model, whereby depending on the customer needs, we provide whatever they need. ITP was started in 2011, as I said before, and it is a bootstrap company until now, and we are actually trying to expand into other markets. I'll explain you the markets as well. Basically, the advent of mobile data and cheaper availability of mobile data has prompted the digital content to be available at a very cheaper rate on your mobile phones and devices like tabs and everything. So the penetration of the mobile device has led to another segment called OTT, which is nothing but the over the top, which is IP based digital content delivery. So the future markets that we are looking into are IPTV, OTT, and DTH markets, and we are expanding our market presence to South America, Middle East, Southeast Asia, and African markets as well. These markets, we could say that there are about what Indian markets were in terms of this domain about 10 years ago. they are in the same state. So it is a perfect time for us to enter into those markets and stabilize our software over there. So the areas that we are looking at are OTT, DTH and IPTV in these markets, in these market segments. With the digitization or the demonetization of the currency here, it has actually led to a lot of people opting for these services because it's a transparent system. And we were actually one of the first people to introduce card present and card not present scenarios into our software, so that the end user or end customer can actually pay via card or using online services and all these technologies. So those are already integrated into our systems. ITP as a company intends to be the market leader not just in India but across the world, and we are planning on increasing our headcounts to sustain our growth in the near future. And the market presence across the globe is what we intend on doing, and we are working very diligently and dedicatedly towards achieving our goal of being the market leader worldwide, not just in India. Thank you.